Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. So my name is Amanda if you guys are new here. And how do you like it? How does it look? What do you think? Oh, I guess she doesn't like it. Okay, I need to find a new spot for this and I'm kind of sad about it because I don't want to move it. But now that I don't have my mat, it does not stand as easy. Alright you guys, so I do want to apologize for this video being late. It has been a morning for me. Honestly, like nothing bad happened, so I'm so sorry if that like clickbaited you. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, but honestly I just need to film this video and I need to just laugh it off because if I crash out at any little thing, it's just gonna make my day bad. Okay, so this morning I poured myself a fresh cup of coffee with like my at-home coffee, whatever. So I had the ice in there, I had my straw. The second I went to stir it, tell me why a hole busted in the bottom of my cup and all my coffee fell on the floor. Now, it was really weird because it just cracked, like it was my sea animal, like glass cup. It was just like a hole on the bottom on the side. Like it wasn't even the entire bottom of the cup that fell out. So I don't know what that was about, but my mom thankfully did give me some money for some coffee. So I'm so grateful for that. We did just eat some breakfast. I did like all my deposits, whatever I had to do this morning. So I'm ready to sit down and to film. Last night I was having the largest dilemma with my desk mat and something about seeing it not here like brings back a lot of stuff, like filming on the white background. So let me know what you guys think about it. I do still like the warmer lighting, so I probably won't go 100% to like a studio vibe where it's white background with like a bright ring light. However, I want to quickly do a disclaimer before we dive all the way in. I did purchase my mat, one, because I thought it was cute, two, because it did help mute my charm bracelet. So my charm bracelet is something that I do not take off. It's just like, I don't know, I have like a thing with it. I just cannot take it off. Same thing with the necklace that I wear all the time. So it may get a little bit loud. I'm going to try to be mindful of not letting it hit the desk very often. Ignore my hand. I have foster kittens. If you guys saw what my leg looks like, you would probably be very concerned. But I think that is all that I have to say. So let's just dive into this first budget with me for the month of June. Well, actually, no, yeah, okay, this is our first budget with me. I was like, wait, is this even? I thought this was like a month where we budgeted in May, but are stuffing in June, but that is not what's happening today. So this is my planner. It is from Plum Paper. I make my own washi stickers. So what I do is I have a template in Canva. Every single month I just go in and change the picture and the colors of the font. I print it out on sticker paper and then I like to hand cut my stickers out. I do have a Cricut. I just don't really care to use it for that. So I like to hand cut my stuff. I did also set up my monthly spread. I considered doing the setup in the video with you guys, but then this morning was going how it was going and I was like, no, let me just do this and have some time for myself. So this is what my monthly spread looks like. The weekday stickers, payday stickers, and expense tabs are from Planning Rissa. I will have her link down below. She is awesome and amazing. But anyway, we can flip back to here. I should have put a screenshot somewhere on the video about the specs of my planner if you guys want to order the exact same one. If you are new to my channel, I didn't even say this. My name is Amanda. I'm 24 years old. I am married and I like to cash budget. I live in Texas. My full-time job is Etsy, YouTube, and Ko-fi. And then my husband works full-time at a warehouse here in our city. So that is how we make our money. Our budget is a little bit backwards in how we do it. So for us, we have a set amount of money that we know we need every single week and we have to make that threshold. Anything that is over that, it's just buffer money. If we are under, then I pull from Ko-fi and YouTube money. So the number that we need to meet every single week, we try to do based on just my husband's full-time income and then my Etsy checks. So that way, again, if we're under, we will reach into my Ko-fi and YouTube money. If we are over, then that money just remains a buffer. If you guys want a video on me going into detail over that specifically, let me know because I have thought about it, like kind of doing a full walkthrough from start to finish of like, this is our paycheck, this is what we're doing, and XYZ. So every week when we start our budget, the first thing I like to go over is what we are stuffing for taxes, which is going to be on this back page. So we are starting the month of June with $27.74 in taxes for Etsy only. Ko-fi and YouTube, they go into the bank account that I have my high yield savings with. So I will just do electronic transfers of the 30% taxes amount. I try to aim for 30%. If it's like a really tight week, I will do 25%. And YouTube and Ko-fi, I do try to put 40% away to oversave in taxes. Because if you guys are new here, my husband and I are trying to buy a home. So I want to oversave in this field because whatever we have as a return or leftover come tax season, we do plan to turn around and use that money for a down payment, which is why I'm trying to save excessively. So for Etsy this week, we did get $500. So I'm going to put 30% away, which is going to be $150. So week 1, we will write $150 here. So that means 500 minus 150. My Etsy check was really $350. Again, post taxes. So for some insight here to, I guess, quickly explain, for my videos, I like to assign each of them a cost, which is essentially, for Thursday, I set up $150. I need that money. For Friday, I do $55. Sunday savings is $90, XYZ, right? Like the amount of money that I sit down to film with is the price that my video costs to film in my head. Of course, if I need to decrease any amount, usually the first thing I will cut is Wizard Wednesday, which is why we have not had one in a very long time, but that's fine. All my videos total up to $390. I obviously have only $350. So what happens is I will subtract the $390, which means I am short $40. So we do whatever I'm short plus our bills, which honestly, sorry if this number is shocking, but weekly for our bills, we have to pay $552 to our savings account. So this means Jordan will have to make up for $592. So this is how our system works. So he will transfer the $592 into my account. I move that into bills and then take out whatever I need to for my videos. So anything that is left over that he just keeps in his checking account, which he can then use for his own videos or whatever expenses we have throughout the week. Like if we need to go grocery shopping, we want to go to the movies, XYZ, that all comes from his stuff. But again, these numbers are just between Etsy and his full-time job. So I still have my Ko-fi and YouTube income, which if he was not able to fulfill this amount, then of course we would go into that fund. So the reason it looks like we take a lot of his money is because we essentially zero out my checking account every single week, and my portion of money is what goes into sinking funds, things that we will need more long term, whereas his account, the things he pays for, are more short-term expenses that we need now. Okay, so I know nobody asked, but I want to quickly kind of clarify what I was talking about when I was talking about Jordan's contribution to this. So again, if you want a full video, breakdown of our paychecks from start to finish, just let me know and I can make that its own thing. So for his contribution, I did the math in this video based off the $350 that I have left from my Etsy check. However, that $350 is not going to be all that I have in my checking account. I do take custom orders, XYZ, I get some paychecks through Amazon here and there. So because of that, I do his actual contribution math amount based on what's in my checking account at the time of withdrawal. So let's say I actually have $500 when I decide to go to the bank and take my money out. I do the math based on the $500 that I have, not the $350. So his contribution will likely decrease. That is just kind of what the highest amount he would have to help out with would be, if that makes sense. So essentially, my husband pays the bills and I just cover all of our long-term stuff, like any savings that we have. Like he doesn't have to worry about saving for down payment for taxes, XYZ. Like that's just stuff that I cover. He just has to make money, pay the bills, and live his life. So if you want a full breakdown on how we do all of that, just let me know. The $150, again, that we budget in this video is the money I already budgeted for that video out of my paycheck. So this isn't necessarily a paycheck breakdown, which is why I don't call it that. If we were doing a paycheck breakdown, this money that we are doing would show up under Thursday's video, $150. Does that make sense? And then now together we are budgeting the $150 that I have already set aside for this video. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, nobody asked. I just wanted to clarify in case I got questions about it, because I'm probably going to get questions on it. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you out. And yeah, okay, back to the video. Very chatty in today's video. I don't know what it is. The whole white desk too. It just makes me feel a little more professional. I love my mat. Don't get me wrong. I love it. And she will be returning for our spooky binder stuffings. But still, something about the white background, it just gives me OG Budget with Amanda. The rest of my desk will probably get rearranged. We also have Happy Mail, but I'm talking a lot, so I don't know that we'll get to that, but if we do, it'll be at the end of this video. So anyway, now we can actually get started on what we have to do. So before, every single week, I budget $150. That out of the $390 that my videos cost, $150 is allocated to Thursday's video specifically, which is the video that gets the highest amount of money per week. So we always stuff more than $150 because taxes gets added onto this, which would already put us at $300. Then any completed savings challenges that we have for the week also get added to that. So that is where all that extra money comes from. And then my business expenses, that's an additional $40 that we take from my Ko-fi and YouTube money. So a lot of money ends up siphoning into this, but we have 150 to actually budget out, plus business, whatever. Okay, we'll talk about it. So, yeah, I'm such a mess today. I think I don't know. I'm honestly a lot more talkative than I thought I was going to be. I guess the coffee is definitely helping. So let's pull out the completed challenges that we have for this week. Honestly, we have quite a few of them, which is really nice. So let's just get started with, let's see what's the easiest one. Okay, so this one has a specific place it's going to, and I believe these do as well. So what I actually need is just the challenges themselves, because that'll tell us how much we have and where it's going. So I can go ahead and kind of put this money together and off to the side. So we have 3 completed challenges here that we're going to allocate. This last one, it's going to an entire binder. So we will meet up with her here in a second. These are going to specific funds. So the first one we have is a $12 completed savings challenge, and this one is allocated to my husband's birthday and my birthday. So the way we are going to do that, this is an annual envelope, which is actually really funny because this goes to my yellow binder, which is also for annuals. We saved $12, so I'm going to evenly divide that between mine and Jordan's birthday. So we're each going to get 6. Okay, this is where my charm bracelet might get loud. So we're going to do $6 into Jordan's birthday, and then we will do $6 into mine. So that is this challenge already completed. So then next we have this tiny, and this is going to my Christmas sinking fund specifically, which is right here. So we saved $20 for that, but I am also using this little Christmas challenge from Lily Budgets. We are going to quickly roll for this right now. That way we can subtract what we need to and then get the full amount. Usually what will happen is if I'm adding money from a savings challenge, I won't also do a space on whatever challenge I am already running. But since it's for Christmas, I'm just going to go ahead and do both and kind of get it some more money. So for this challenge, I'm specifically using a D6. So we'll go ahead and grab this one. So I'm not going to take out my whole tower right now. We're just going to roll right here. So I did get a 4. We're going to write that in for this little puppy over here. So that means in total we will have $24 going into Christmas. So I can set this one aside. We are going to only take $4 out of our $150 because the other $20 is coming from this challenge. So we have $24 for Christmas, which is honestly great. I'm very excited about that. Then lastly, out of the distinct savings challenges, we have a Tiger Roll and Save. This was some Happy Mail that I got from a supporter. So thank you so much, Izzy, if you're watching this. We were able to save $52 off of that, and this is going to Disney Trip. So that's going to be a really good chunk of those challenges. So Disney Trip, I'm not going to do a space on the tracker as well. I'm just going to do the $52. Well, okay, let me rephrase. So in my Disney Trip envelope, I do have this challenge from Budgeting on a Budget. So when I say that I'm not going to do a space on here, I'm not going to do one in addition to the $52. Whatever 52 can cross off, we'll cross that off and just leave it at that. So that is all Disney Trip will be getting this week. Just because $52 is a really good amount, I don't think that I need to add anything to it. That'll let us knock out 2 $25 spaces, and then we do have a $2 space on this other one, so that'll be perfect for this week. So the last savings challenge that we have to disperse is this one from the Flower Garden collab. Again, this is for my yellow binder, which is my annuals, and it saved us $26. So let me grab that binder out super quick so I can see how I want to divide that up. I'm also going to get this money out of the way. So I will say I have 2 more categories in my annual section written on my planner that are not yet in the binder. I do plan to make myself completely new envelopes before Thursday, which is actually funny if you ask me because I just recently replaced these envelopes anyway. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, just keep an eye out. I will likely be giving these away over there on my story. So the one that I need the soonest is going to be vaccines and then budget planner. So Wanda, her heartworm prevention, the prescription just ended last month. So for June, in order to get it, we need to renew her heartworm test, get her wellness checkup, and then they can start giving us this Empirica Trio. So I want to say her vaccines should cost us probably like $30 because when we get her heartworm test, that is also when she's due for like her rabies and whatever else that she needs. So we currently have $20, $40, $45, $46, and $47. I'm going to add 3 into here because I'm confident that $50 should be enough. So let me go ahead and I'm going to erase this really quick, and I'm going to put the $26 that we saved. So I'm going to take 3 out for vaccines. If $50 is not enough, she has 20 in her actual cash envelope. And then the money for her preventions, we've already been saving for that separately. That has its own envelope as well. So after that, let's go ahead and flip to budget planner and see if we can finish that off. So in here, I need like, I think it was $84 and we just have $60 at the moment. So I'm probably gonna put $20 in here and go ahead and put that at 80. Because if we do dip into the checking account, it should be by less than $10, which is not that bad. So I'm gonna put $20 here, which means that we just have $3 left from that challenge that we can budget out. So we're gonna quickly flip to donations. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. We're gonna go to donations. In here, I did get some money from a completed savings challenge. I do have this tracker from my Etsy shop in here. It's a $200 Christmas savings. So for donations, this is for the angel tree come Christmas season. So I do only have $2 left that have not filled the space yet because I was able to color in a 10. So this is perfect. I'm going to add those $3 in here and that'll let us color off a number 5. So that actually works out perfectly. We're going to put the last $3 into donations. Okay, so we are going to put 3 here and then we can put our 150 back on, but we did use $4. So we are at 146. Okay, so before we start my little savings sticky note, which this is like my high priority savings challenges, and then we have our actual high priority funds kind of mixed throughout here. I don't have a specific section for high priority. I just have them allocated by their types of expense, but I do have priorities throughout all of these. So before we get started with this, we are going to do my wallet. So as you guys can see, I did trim it down to gas, fun, and hubs. So these are going to be the only 2 cash envelopes I hold in my wallet now. Fun money is going to be literally for anything I want that week. So let's say I have $15 in gas, which is actually what we normally do. So we could just write that in here. So usually I will put $10 in either fun or food. I'm just going to use fun for both of those. So I'm going to put $10 in here. And if I want to use that for food, I can. If I want to use it for coffee, I can do that as well. Or again, if I want to save it for the movies, that is just my choice. Then lastly, we're going to be giving Jordan his $20 a week. So let's go ahead and put that there. So we are down to $101. This is when it starts getting scary. So we're going to budget the 101 in everything but my business section because this gets a separate $40. And my new 100 envelope challenge, which I'm very scared about, you guys. But a lot of you have said you would start it with me and I'm very excited and grateful for that. But we will do these 2 after we are done with the 101. So I guess technically we're budgeting out at least 190. My goal for my 100 envelope challenge is to be bringing $140 a week. I didn't double check with my checking account if I can do that this week. So we might start slow and just do 100. Now we can start with our sticky notes since we already did our wallet. So baby binder, this does get a set amount of money depending on whatever we scratched off last week. So I do have this challenge from Jenna Budgets US. It looks like we did a $9 space. So I'm going to write that here. And now that we have that in our spread, I can actually fully take off this scratcher. Oh my gosh, you guys, my cash tray. So that's actually some of the Happy Mail that I got. It's actually really funny. I sneak peeked the mail just because like I got boxes and I wasn't too sure or whatever. I actually got sent 2 cash trays in 1 week and I had no idea that that was going to happen. I didn't even know that I was going to get sent these, like, honestly, and I'm so freaking excited. So what I'll probably do is do a giveaway with one of them and then the other test it out. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but yeah, spoiler alert, that's what the Happy Mail is. So let me go ahead and just get this off really quick. Okay, so we will be again stuffing $9 into baby binder, so this can go ahead and go back. And let's see what is next on my sticky note. We have Disney icons. Okay, so we are gonna have to do a large number in this one, which I'm not very thrilled about because yeah, we also have travel and stuff that we still need to stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and go in here. We are working on the Tiana theme challenge. So this Disney Icons savings bundle is available over on my Etsy shop. I think I want to just finish this card and do the full $20. Should we do that? So I think we're going to go ahead and just do the full 20 and finish this card because then you guys, we just have 1 more left. So we're on the Tiana challenge. After that, we just have Adventure Awaits and we're finished. And that one is only a $30 challenge. We should be able to sweep that out pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and just do that. We're going to do a full $20 with Disney Icons, which again, I'm a little scared about, but honestly, it had to happen at some point. Next, we have my monthly challenge. This is what I use to fund This is what I use to fund my month ahead, which I'm actually doing differently now. I did set it up last night and I'm very thrilled about it. So for this one, I do like to roll a D4 and that'll tell me what number we're gonna do. Hopefully it's not a number 4 because I'm gonna kind of scream and cry if that's what it is. Okay, so let's quickly roll our D4 and see what number we're gonna be doing. Oh my God, you're kidding. No. 3, 15. I guess that's better. That saves us $10. So we will do 15, but we're not going to do 25 this week. So that is what we're going to stuff for this one. This is a digital download of 12 different challenges available on Etsy. I should have the listing link in the description because it's not mine. It's not from my shop. So we're going to go ahead and subtract $15. We are going to be skipping budget roundup this time because look at that. We literally only have $57 left. So we are going to quickly jump to debt. Now, if you're wondering what this is my new 100 envelope challenge. So this dashboard is available separately over on my Etsy shop, but you can also purchase the same pattern in a 100 envelope challenge. So I do have this set available in just black and white and then like a black and white with a pink bow pattern. Those will come with everything you see here and a bookmark that says like 100 envelope challenge. But those are on a different listing because they come with different items. We will circle back to this, but let's quickly skip it and go into debt, which is my Save with the Seasons. This is available on my Etsy shop, and we can now start the summer card, which I'm very excited about. We have a goal of doing 2 lines per month. So for the month of June, we're going to try to get through these 2 and then so on and so forth. Honestly, maybe we'll do 10, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and that knocks off 3 numbers in one go. So we're going to do $10 for debt. So at first, this was for my student loans, but ever since we got more specific homework from a home lender, I've been using these to tackle the credit card debt focuses that I'm currently hooked on. So we'll see how that ends up changing, if at all. Next, we're going to quickly do my long-term challenge. So that is not actually in this binder. So this is my long-term challenge. It is from Savvy Budget Babe over on Etsy. I think what we're going to try to do is knock out this entire last line, which might get a little bit expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and $17. Wow. Okay, 17, which puts us at 30, which is honestly, I guess, not the worst thing ever because that is like this completed. We've already done a Disney trip and Christmas, which are 2 of the priorities that I would go to immediately after this little sticky note. So we are going to set this here, and now we're going to jump into, let's quickly do preventions because I am going to need that again when I get her heart rhythm test renewed. So I'm going to choose the number 5 this week. If you guys are new here, I will either choose 5 or 10. Once I select that number, I will scratch off a space on this challenge and I have to add it to whatever I picked. I like to choose before I scratch because I don't want to get a high number and then change my mind. So we're just going to go with $5 and we'll scratch this one for a total of 10. Okay, so we're going to just stop there. Let's quickly clean this up. This is a savings challenge from Shades Budgets. So these are custom pet savings challenges. I got one for Wanda and then I also got one for Vision. So we are going to be adding $10 into here, which brings us down to 20. It's okay, you guys. I can feel you guys sweating, but don't worry. You got to do what you can with the money you have, and consistency is key. Okay, so we have $20. I know that the cats need food, and I know Jordan is going to buy it today, like Tuesday. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and stuff some money in there so that I can just give him that money back. So I'm going to put $10. It doesn't really matter if I put it in cats or pet food. So I'll just put it in pet food, I guess, because that is like, I guess, what it's for. So we are down to $10. We still have travel that we need to stuff, but I think the space that I scratched off is over $10. Yeah, so we have $15 here, which actually I think we can go ahead and do because my mom did give me money for coffee this morning and she gave me more than I needed. So I do have an extra $5 that I just threw in this envelope for Thursday's video. So we're actually just going to go ahead and do it. We will do $15 into travel. And that means I can finally fully scratch this one off. So travel is fully funded for our flights. We did reach our $800 goal. So now anything else that we are saving is just kind of buffer money, just extra to have like for an Uber, or I don't know, maybe we want to upgrade our seats or something, which I doubt we're going to do. But, you know, just XYZ expenses that come with traveling. Okay, I realize now I put this whole binder away without even putting the challenge back. So there is travel good to go, which again is $15. We only have $10 here, so we're going to zero that out because $5 is coming out whatever I had extra in my wallet. So now we can do our business expenses and 100 envelope challenge. So for our business expenses, we get $40 because I pull it out from an ATM. It only does increments of 20, so I just like to round it up. So we have $40 for that, and then my 100 envelope challenge, again, my goal is to do $140 a week. I didn't check my checking account before sitting down to film this, so I don't know if I can do 140. So we're just going to budget $100 for the 100 envelope challenge. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to budget $100 for the 100 envelope challenge. If I'm able to bring more this week, I will just let you guys know in Thursday's video. So we're going to write $100 here. We don't really need to look at the challenge because we will just cross off the numbers when we get there. We can put our $40 back on the calculator to budget for this. So let's go ahead and see what we have in here. My P.O. box, I did get an email that it is on auto renewal, but that it'll come out on the 15th instead of the 30th. So I need to make sure that we are fully funded before the 15th, because at first I was just aiming for the end of the month. So we do need, I have $100 printed on my envelope, but really it's $94. I want to say that it said it was going to pull out. We have $50, $70, and $71. So what is 94 minus 71? We need $23 in P.O. box to call that fully funded. Let's put 40 back. We're going to subtract the 23 we're using for P.O. box, which leaves us with $17. So 7 of that already has to go into memberships because I do budget $7 a week. Then we are left with $10. HP Instant Ink is already fully funded for this month. We do need to just pay for that plan. But when we do is when we can worry about the next payment. So we have giveaways and Happy Mail with $10 left. Happy Mail does have $5 in it. So what we'll do is we'll just do 5 for giveaway and then 5 for Happy Mail. And there is our $40 for that. With that being said, you guys, that is all for this budget with me. That was actually pretty quick for how chatty I feel like I was being. Oh, I haven't even done like the full calculation. Let me go ahead and count everything up, make sure that we have our numbers correct before I even continue. Okay, so we do have exactly $150 because we have savings challenge money, $5 from my wallet, $140 from my second bank, and that brings us down to $150. So $555 will be stuffed on Thursday. I am very excited and very scared about the 100 envelope challenge. I know it'll pay off in the end, so I'm excited to get it started. But yeah, that is going to be all for the budget with me. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to quickly do some Happy Mail unboxings. So if you guys want to go ahead and head out right now, no worries. I appreciate you being here with me for as long as you hung out on this lovely Tuesday. Let me put all of this stuff away super quick and get the Happy Mail out, which I am so excited to have. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have this box. We also have this one, and we have 2 pieces of Happy Mail right here, both of which are from a pen pal. So let's go ahead and get started with this first box right here. So this is one that I got an email about. It was like, oh, you have a gift on its way from Etsy. And I was like, what? And then a lovely supporter, I believe by the name of Laura, did message me that she had purchased me something and that it was going to be delivering this past weekend. And oh my gosh, when I got this, I immediately knew what it was. So I peeked in a little bit, but I have not like opened it. As you guys can see, it's all still like wrapped here. And first of all, Grace, you have some elite packaging. Like, all of this is so like professionally done, and I'm just obsessed with it. So I'm so sorry that I am messing that up, but let me take out this little slip. Okay, so when we open this up, this is the first little baggie that we have here, which $100 placeholder. Thank goodness. If you guys have $100 placeholders for sale or anything, please let me know. I can definitely use them. I have a bunch of $1,000 placeholders, but I want more of the $100 ones that look like the actual cash. So let's quickly pull this out. We do also have like some little I guess like rubber feet, so that way your cash tray doesn't like slide around or anything, which is always lovely. Okay, so we have this note right here. It says, hello, your friend Laura sent you this tray. Her note is added. You have an awesome budgeting bestie. I hope you love your cash tray and it makes your day, from Grace. I am so excited. Okay, so let's keep going with this lovely Happy Mail. So I don't know. Okay, I think this is just filler. Yeah, so that it wouldn't slide around. So let's take out the actual tray. Okay, so I'm going to quickly unwrap this. Look, you guys. So Laura's note, she had mentioned like, oh, I remember you saying you wanted to try a vertical tray, and she got me one of those. Do you see this lovely thing? So what's cool about this tray is it actually has one slot more than my current one does, which as you guys can see, I hoard a bunch of stuff in my cash tray. Like, it's just what I do. Like, this last one holds like all my, you can't even see, this last one holds all my challenges that I have in line. Like, literally all of this just always stays in this little slot. Whenever you guys see that I have like condensings, I have to stack the 150s together because they don't all fit. So this one has an extra slot. Oh my gosh, wait. Oh my god, wait. No, I need to try it. I need to try it right now. Okay, we're going to put 20s. Then we're going to put 10s. Oh, this is so cute. 5s and 1s. Look at that. Wait, I love this. I love this so, so much. Do you see that? It just like sits perfectly. Like mine, I feel like it slants a little too much, and it's also like kind of far for me. I do love my cash tray, like don't get me wrong, I've had her for years now, but just look at this. Isn't this just like better? Like, look at, do you see this? Hold on. Oh my gosh, wait, no, stop. It's the way I'm in love with this. Look, and it looks so cute like here on the side. Oh my god, that's so perfect. Wait, no, that is no way. Hold on, see? And then I can have like my clutter in the back. Stop it right now. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect, and the color and everything. So with that, this should be like a little cash tray review, right? Because I also have this one, like the acrylic one that everybody and their mom like bought when they first started going viral or whatever. But I also got sent a second cash tray from the lovely Samantha. So let's go ahead and get that one out. So we have it right here. Honestly, yeah, this probably should have been its own video, huh? Like comparing all these cash trays. So I'm gonna put these little feet with Grace's because that is what it came from. So this says, "Hey Amanda, I ordered one of these for myself, not realizing it was a 2-pack. I remember you said in one of your videos you wanted to try it, so I thought I'd give you the other one. I don't need to. Hope you like it." YouTube Samantha Renee 1992. So let's go ahead and open this one. So this is the one I was gonna buy if I decided to like go through with it. I believe these are the ones from Amazon. So it should, I think, be the clear acrylic if it's the one that I'm thinking about. Yes, oh my gosh, look, okay. Oh my goodness. So actually, is this not perfect? So if you guys want like size comparisons, this is my original cash tray. You can kind of see that. This is Grace's up against the same one. So mine is a 6-slot tray. This one is 7 slots. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. I know this one is like the makeup palette holder, but I loved it. I love it so much. So let's go ahead and see. This is that makeup palette one. So do you see the size difference? So I don't know, like, hopefully this is helpful. No, because it's the way mine is literally so big. Like, why is mine that big? Do you see how big that is? Like, for those of you who have like the makeup palette tray, really look at how big my tray is. Like, no wonder I can never fit anything on my desk and I have to clutter stuff in there. Like, why is it that big? Why is mine so big? Why is it that big? I never realized it was that big, and I would have never known that had I not gotten sent these other two. Like, what is even that? What is even that? To any of you who maybe are wanting to start cash stuffing, so the ones on Amazon, I think it's like $10 around there for, honestly, it comes with 2 of them. It looks like Grace's was $20, and like that includes shipping and stuff. And the largest one, honestly, you guys, I got that years ago when I got it sent to me for free to go ahead and like use it and stuff. So I don't exactly know what that retails for. I know you can get similar ones on Amazon as well, but again, I don't know how much that is. So let's go ahead and try the money in this one. Oh my gosh, wait, no, I feel like Bookish Mama. I feel like Bookish Mama Budgets and everybody. You're so kidding right now, hold on. Why am I obsessed with both of these? I know it's so funny because everybody who uses this tray, like anytime I mention swapping, y'all are always like, no, like I would rather have the other ones. But like, I think because I've never had this one, I'm so obsessed with it. Like, it's so different than what I have that I guess it almost makes me like it more. I don't know. For sure, I prefer these to the one that I have currently. And oh my god, y'all are gonna hate me because all of you guys were like, no, keep the one you have. Like, it's just like, it's you or whatever. But I don't know. Look at this. Isn't this just awesome? I told Jordan, if anything, like if I didn't like the vertical ones, that if I bought one, I would just give it to him because he has his money loose. So Grace is like a perfect in-between. Do you see that? Like this one, I love this one. I love the acrylic. I love the sound of it. Look at that. You see how it stands a lot more vertically? So this one is definitely vertical. This one, it's a little more slant, so you can see the face of the bills a little bit more. And then I'm gonna be here all day. The one that I have, it's like extra on the side. Does that make sense? You see how it's a lot more like vertical facing? I mean, horizontal facing. It's a lot more flat. I guess it's obviously just like all personal preference. Wow, no, I'm actually gonna be here all day trying to figure out what I like. The acrylic I always thought was cool because like it doesn't block light or anything. Like you can see everything through it. I love both of these. Stop. Wait, so what do I do with mine? I'm totally getting rid of mine. So maybe I can put these like side by side so you guys can actually like see them together. Oh, I just have one $10 bill. Do you see what I mean? Can you see it now that they're like next to each other? Because I'm gonna put them in like the exact slots. Like I'm not gonna put a gap between them. Do you see the difference of that? I love this. No, I love that this is like a little review. This is perfect. Before I just take all your time, because I am gonna actually sit here all day just doing this now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe and comment down below if you guys have not already. Let me know what you guys think about the cash tray. We literally have 3, like Grace is like the perfect medium between these two. I will open my pen pal mail probably Friday. And Freebie Friday. So again, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe and comment down below if you guys have not already. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss an upload every time I post. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a Hollow Wednesday. Bye.